So let's start. Let this be the path taken. This is V initial and this be V final. Fair enough. So let's say this somehow was the average acceleration, which is equal to V final vector minus V initial vector by delta t. Let this be the direction of the average acceleration and also the direction of change in velocity vector. Velocity vector is important. So the constraint behind the minimum time is that the constraint implies acceleration always along delta v vector. But why? That is what I have to explain to myself. So consider this. Let's say delta v vector is nothing but integral a vector to dt, which is nothing but, let's say it took n delta t seconds and limit n tends to infinity, delta t tends to 0. Fair enough. Then all these n delta t seconds for each delta t second acceleration is roughly constant. See what this assumption is basic of physics. Like we did integration here, right? So from here we'll tell summation a vector dt, but limit dt tends to 0 and n tends to infinity. This will become integral a vector dt. So the same procedure is what I'm following here. So what I'm trying to tell is, let's say it wasn't like this one. First one was in some different direction. This will be t equal to 0. This will be the direction t equal to 0 to t equal to dt. This is delta v's direction. So what has happened here? This will be a, and let's this be some theta. A cos theta dt is the dv along delta v. But clearly, as per the problem, if I have to minimize the time, if I have to minimize the time taken, I'll have to minimize the dt also. It's like saying, think of it like this way. Let's say you have a big cup, right? And you have to fill it with milk. Now, you can pour it properly, or you can waste some and pour the milk from, let's say, a tumbler and then pour it like this. Then for the next interval of time, right, you can pour it from down here and have some of it go here while some spills out. See what I'm basically trying to tell is, if you want to minimize t, you'll want to increase a cos theta as much as possible. Like if you reduce in every given time, at any given instant of time, if you can increase, if in the dt itself, if you can increase dv, then delta t will decrease, right? Like if today itself you do all your homework, then throughout this week you'll have to do lesser amount of homework. And let's say you wanted to play some years, play football also. If instead of studying for 3 hours, which is when theta turning to 0, you took some deviation and played for 1 hour and then studied for 2 hours, then the amount of work that you'll do, like you would have solved, let's say 300 questions in those 3 hours, you would have finally solved only 200 questions. So in the end, if you want to solve capital n amount of questions, when you deviated and played football for some time, you'll be requiring more time, like more time. So clearly, if you want to minimize the time, the a cos theta component should be maximized. So this means theta is equal to 0. This implies acceleration always along delta v. Fine, fair enough. This implies delta v is a integral a dt, and a vector is constant. This implies delta v by a is equal to delta t. So clearly t minimum, this is some random thing. T minimum, so delta v is equal to 100 along I cap minus 100 along j cap. A cap is I minus j by root 2. A vector is, I think it's pretty intuitively clear why the maximum acceleration should be used. This 5 root 2 is 5 times I minus 5j. Delta v and a vector are the same direction, so time comes out to be 20 seconds. 100 root 2 by 5 root 2 by 5 root 2. Now coming to the shape, how can we find the shape? If this be the graph, right? So b 0, 0. This b is x, y. D square x by dt square along I cap plus d square by dt square along j cap is constant. Sorry, is equal to 5 a cap minus 5 j cap. This implies dx by dt is equal to 5t plus c. At t equal to 0, dx by dt, which is equal to vx, is 100 because it was going initially 100 meter per second top. So dx by dt is 5t plus 100. X का position is 100t plus 5t square by 2. Next we can go for d square by dt square is equal to minus 5. This implies dy by dt is equal to minus 5t at t equal to 0, v by v, sorry, I made a mistake here, vx is 0. The simplest dt is this. So x is equal to 5t square by 2 at t equal to 0, vy is equal to plus 100 on j cap. So dy by dt is 100 minus 5t. So y comes out to be 100t minus 5t square by 2 at t equal to 0, y is 0. So that concept you can use. From here you can tell that y is equal to 100 to x by 5 minus x. So y plus x whole square is some kx. I just don't want to solve for the constants also, but clearly, and here you can tell that x plus y is equal to some k times root upon x minus 0. This can be told. Yes, that can be told. No, that can, okay. And here, how do we derive that it's a parabola? Look at this. dx by dt is here. dy by dt is also here. Oh, that would also not work. X for 1 by 2 minus x. My equation is correct. Yes, that's correct. How do I prove that this is a parabola? I think it's not even a parabola. Yeah, dimensionally it's wrong, but it's dimensionally correct. It's dimensionally sound. It can be a good thing to ask. How do I prove that this is parabola? This is a parabola, then this would be directrix, this would be focus, and this would be the directrix. Yeah, first of all, the equation is correct. D square x by dx by dt is 5t plus ct equal to 0. Correct. F dx by dt is. So I figured out how to do it. So y plus 5t square by 2 is equal to 100t. This implies y plus x whole square is equal to 100 into 100 into 2x by 5. 2x by 5. X square plus y square plus 2xy is equal to, let's go with 20, 40, 4,000 x square plus y square plus 2xy minus 4,000 x. Clearly equation in second degree. So we'll check delta. Delta is a b c hgf. This is thought in straight lines for everyone. in coaching it's thought in straight lines for me. So 1 1 2, G is H H H H C is 0, sorry, C is 0, H is 2, H is 2, G is 2 minus 2000 minus 2000 0 0. This will come out to be 1 into 0 plus 2 into 0, and then let me think. So instead of like this, so A is 1, B is 1, C 0, 1 1 0, H is 2, sorry, H is supposed to be 1, sorry, H is supposed to be 1, and it'll read G as G itself, G is minus 2000, and F is 0. This will come out to be 1 into 0 plus 1 into 0 plus G into minus G. Yeah, so that is not equal to 0, therefore not straight lines. So we just look at the equation for a second. We have x plus y whole square is not x plus y whole square is equal to, if I'm right, 20 root 10x is equal to 4000x is equal to 4000x. Now I'll rotate the axis by an angle theta. Small x is equal to capital X cos theta by sin theta. Small y is x sin theta plus y cos theta. Here I think I'll get x square. Yeah. Oh yes, from here I'll get if theta equal to pi by 4 max. Also I put this only all the time. I put that itself here. I'll get x 2x, sorry, x root 2 whole square is 4000 x minus y by root 2. So this is a parabola. So answer is parabola.